My name's Ruth Maclennen and I am the Pringle Housemaster. I am a Merkston parent and I have worked at Merkston since 2018. Pringle is home to the youngest boys in the school from the age of 8 to 13. It's a very lively environment and there is honestly never a dull moment in Pringle. It's a great place to be. We're incredibly lucky to be situated in such beautiful grounds in which the boys can grow and learn and play and just have the most enormous amount of fun. We have a brilliant team of very dedicated, very talented tutors and a wonderful set of upper sixth prefects who live within the house. They do so much with the boys. They are like big brothers. They organise lots of activities. They're always on hand and they do an absolutely marvellous job. It's a very caring, very nurturing environment. It's an enormous privilege and it's not something that I take lightly as housemaster or in my previous role within the school. The privilege involved in looking after someone's son, that you've been entrusted really with somebody's most precious possession, shouldn't be taken lightly. Parents need to feel very confident and happy when they drive off that their boys are in the best hands possible, and I believe that in Pringle House they absolutely are. Pastoral care of the boys is what we do incredibly well in Pringle. If the boys are happy and content, that's when they'll flourish, that's when they'll achieve. Academically, on the sports field, in every area of their lives, if the pastoral care is as it should be, then everything else is going to follow. Homesickness can be difficult for some boys, but it's something that as a staff team we're very well used to dealing with. Because of the busyness of the house, we keep the boys busy, but it's so important that they can contact home and their grandparents, whoever they want to speak to, no matter what the time is, no matter what the time zone difference is, we will make that happen. Even if it means getting up in the middle of the night to touch base, that's what we will do because it's important to get that bedding in and that settling in right for the boys. But usually it's pretty short-lived. The only difference between day boys and the boarding boys is that day boys go home to sleep. They're back first thing in the morning, and when they're here they're very much part of the life and the fun of the house. They eat with us, they play with us, they do everything in exactly the same way as the boys who live here do. I think a Sunday is probably the only different day, whereas a boarding house, we go to clip and climb, we go to the beach, we do all manner of things, and the boys are very much involved in choosing what we do. It's their activity, it's to meet their needs, and we take on board all the activities that they want to do and want to get involved in. I could talk all day about what we do in Pringle and how we meet the needs of the boys, but I'd be absolutely delighted to spend time showing you and your son, grandparents, siblings, whoever's important to your son, to show them around and spend time with you answering any questions that you might have.